Welcome to my channel, detailing events throughout the decades. 2003 E2 Nightclub Stampede. It was February 17, 2003. The E2 nightclub was a good place to go for a night out. It was located above the Epitome Chicago restaurant at 2347 South Michigan Avenue in Chicago. It was around 2 p.m. when a fight broke out on the dance floor. Security quickly intervened, but one of the security guards sprayed pepper spray to help break up the fight. The spray was drawn into the overhead fans and was quickly distributed over the whole nightclub. This caused those inside the nightclub to experience symptoms from the toxic fumes, and in turn caused widespread panic. Patrons rushed towards the exit doors, desperately trying to get out into the fresh air. Several witnesses claimed that patrons inside believed the club had been hit by poisonous gas, in what they thought could be a terrorist attack. The only exit out was a steep front stairwell, which led down to the main entrance. The narrow doors opened inwards and were usually kept open, but because of the fight, they had been shut to keep those who had been fighting out of the nightclub. In the panic, people crowded down the stairs. Several people were knocked down the stairs and pinned by the ensuing crush which was now occurring. Security guards attempted to pull these people to safety, but the pile-up rapidly reached a height of 6 feet, as more than 1,500 patrons attempted to escape all at the same time. Inside it was utter chaos and panic as most still believed it was a terrorist-related incident. One emergency exit door was finally opened by security, but witnesses claim that other emergency exits had been chained shut and around 21 people were killed in the crush, with over 50 more being injured. The scene at the front entrance door, which first responders were faced with, was similar to that of the Coconut Grove fire in 1942. The space available to exit the building was insufficient to handle the amount of people trying to use it at the time. Owners of the club, Dwayne Kyles and Calvin Hollins, were both found guilty of building code violations, including overcrowding and faulty exit lighting. The nightclub was ordered to be shut down. In 2007, during the trial, the prosecution also claimed that the club's security was not properly trained to handle the rowdy crowds. Samuel Bone, who was the security guard who used the pepper spray that night, claimed that he had been trained in the correct use of pepper spray usage by the Illinois Police Reserve Patrol. On November 25, 2009, Dwayne Kyles and Calvin Hollins were both acquitted of involuntary manslaughter charges, but were found guilty of indirect criminal contempt. They were both sentenced to 2 years in prison, however these charges would be eventually overturned. Calvin Hollins filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against the city for wrongful prosecution in February 2008. He claimed that the city's botched response to the incident that evening had caused many of the deaths. But in April 2013, the Illinois Supreme Court unanimously overturned the previous rulings, thus upholding the conviction of criminal contempt. Eventually the restaurant under the E2 nightclub would also close down. What happened on that tragic evening still continues to shock people today. We forever remember those people who were killed on that tragic evening. May you never be forgotten. Thank you for watching and learning about these events throughout history. Please subscribe to my channel to view other events throughout the decades.